Pokefans to part 11 of my Nuzlocke series. This is gonna be my Pokémon Brilliant Diamond series. And as you might remember, last episode we went ahead and got our 4th gym badge from Pastoria City. And we got to know from Cynthia that we do have to go to Route 210. And she did give us a secret medicine that we do have to give to the Psyducks over there. But I did decide in the last episode I would go ahead and explore Route 212 and Route 211. And I had ended out the last episode in the Pokemon Mansion. This episode will move on forward to Route 211, which is quite short, and I do want to actually go ahead and go back to Route 210 to go ahead and give the secret medicine to the Psyduck. Alright, that's our goal for today. And I think we are going to be visiting a new town as well. Now, if you might remember in the last episode, we unfortunately did not get both the encounters for 212 as well as the Pokemon Mansion. Let's hope we'll find something for today. I think I'll mostly focus on going through the areas as we do have a lot of these Pokemons, and I don't think I really have anything new that is coming up. I'm actually planning to go ahead and upload a video where I just go through all the routes which I did miss for my encounters and go ahead and show those. You know, as most of these routes, I think I skipped it mostly because we didn't really have any encounters for them, and I did have to actually go ahead and use the honey tree for them. Anyway, right now we are actually going through Route 211, which is really short. We have only 2 to 3 trainers over here, and the rest of them are actually policemen who will not really battle you unless it's night. Now this does actually lead to the Heartome City, which we did leave in the beginning. And you might remember that there is a gym in Heartome City as well, and that is actually the 5th gym. But unfortunately we won't be able to challenge it yet. Now this is due to the cutscene that we had with Cynthia before, where she did give us a secret potion which will actually unlock the path to Celestic Town. In the future we'll actually get back to her and she'll actually give us a old charm that we do have to give back to her grandma who is in Celestic Town. So I think we'll be going ahead and exploring that path today and maybe challenge the 5th gym in the next episode. Either way, here we have a trainer with a Chatot, which is actually giving me a bit of a trouble. As you can see, I'm still having my Bronzor up in front, and I'm actually trying to see if we can evolve it in this episode. I know it's quite close to evolution. I think it evolves around level 34, just like my Stunky. So let's actually hope it does evolve in this one. Alright. Seems like the rest of the trainers in this route are gonna be just policemen, so it's kind of a waste. I mean, if you wanna skip the trainers, this is pretty easy as they won't really interact with you either way. But I do want to actually battle them at least to level up my Bronzor, so I'll just take some time. I think it's almost nighttime over here, so the game should be changing pretty soon. In the meantime, we can actually go ahead and visit the park that is in Heartome City. Now this is one of my favorite features in this game, and I actually missed to go through it when I went through the Heartome City the first time. But if you do go ahead and visit the park that is here in Heartome City, you will unlock the whole feature of letting your Pokemon run beside you. So let me actually quickly enter it, and I believe the only Pokemon that's eligible is gonna be my starter. Yup, and I guess we can actually run around with it for once. There are a few items that you can only pick up over here, so I'll just quickly go ahead and pick them up. But the main feature that it does unlock is the fact that you can actually go ahead and have your Pokemon follow you from now on. Now I did want to actually go ahead and do this before, but apparently I forgot about it. So it did take me some time. This is also a reason why I did want to come to Heartome City before we move on to Route 210. Either way, I'm quite happy to see my Infernape actually following me over here. And I think I'll enjoy seeing the other Pokemons following me as well. We do have our Bronzor that I really want to have it open out here. Unfortunately, I can't have it right here in the park, so I'll wait until I leave the park. And maybe then we can actually have a Pokemon follow us. So that will be pretty cool. Now, always when I saw these structures over here, even though they are called old ruins, I feel like they were meant for something else. Like the game actually didn't have any features for these buildings. As you can see, there are not just these two, there are others in the other side of this park as well. But unfortunately, we are not able to actually enter them. So I'm wondering if there is really something to do with these buildings. Maybe a future event that Nintendo might actually, put out. I'm not really sure on that, but I feels like it's, half done for some reason. Either way, we have actually explored this park. It's actually quite small. Unless there is a way to get into these other buildings right here, which currently we can't. So I guess this is all for the park. And since we have run around, I think we can actually go ahead and exit. It's almost time that the game actually resets, so I'm actually hoping it will be night pretty soon. Anyway, now that this is over, she is gonna be telling us that we have unlocked the feature for letting our Pokemons run behind us. So that is a pretty cool feature and I really like it. Well, it took me some time for it to actually turn night, and now it's night. We can actually go ahead and challenge these trainers over here as well. I believe there are 3 trainers in this route, one in the Pokemon Mansion and one trainer in Route 212. So I'll go ahead and battle all of these 5 trainers just for the experience, and then we can directly fight to Celestion Town. Anyway, it seems like this trainer does have a Hoot Hoot, which is quite good considering that Hoot Hoot are usually seen at the night. They're kind of like owls. So it's nice to see that reference over here. Either way, they are not really doing too much damage on my Bronzor, so I can still use it. Alright, that is pretty good. Let's see which Pokemon this trainer has next. I wonder if he has a Growlithe. Never mind, it's a Machoke. Which is much easier for me actually. I can actually take it down with 1 extra sensory. That was pretty good. Let's go ahead and check out which other Pokemons these trainers usually have. I feel like most of these trainer classes are quite rare. Especially the Pokemon Ranger, the PI, the policeman over here. I feel like these NPCs are quite rare, and I think they were introduced in this game. Not really sure about that, but seems like they were quite rare. Either way, here is a second one, and he has 2 Pokemons as well. I bet he has a Hoot Hoot and a Machoke again. Never mind. Most of these trainers do have the same Pokemons. I wish there was some kind of at least a bit of variety with the Pokemons they use. But let's see. Maybe the other trainers have different Pokemons. Either way, it's kind of sad that my Bronzong can't still take down the Hoot Hoot with 1 hit, even though it did use Psychic. Which means I think the special attack of my Bronzor is really not that good. I might have to buy a few items to actually increase the special attack of my Bronzor. We do have them available in Wellstone City Mart, so I might have to go back over there in the later stage. Alright, we have defeated this trainer as well, and we are so close to level 33. And I feel like most of my Pokemons are now around the same level. I mean, they're all catching up. That's pretty good. I don't have to worry about, training them up separately anymore. Alright, here is the 3rd trainer, and apparently he still has the same Pokemons. Okay, I guess it's the trainers having same Pokemons in the same route. Either way, we still have to take 2 moves to actually take down this Hoot Hoot. But I wonder if it will go down in one hit if my Bronzor was at level 33. Not quite sure considering the damage amount over there. But anyway, I think we are pretty good with this one. We don't have to worry about, Bronzor going down over here. So this has been quite good training for it as well. Alright, we have a Meritite. Alright, so finally we have a different Pokemon that the trainers are using as well. But unfortunately, I do have to switch. Meritite isn't really that good for my Bronzor, as it does have fighting type moves which might accidentally take down my Bronzor. Either way, I did switch to Staravia over here, or Staraptor, who is at level 37, 5 levels higher than my Bronzor. Seems like my Bronzor still has a few more levels to catch up with the others, but I think it will be pretty easier for me to actually level it up once it actually evolves. That means I don't really have to worry too much about it going down. Alright, we have defeated all the trainers en route to 11, so that is good. Let me actually battle the trainer right here in Pokemon Mansion. He was hiding away near the statues the last time we actually crossed over here. That's mainly because he's not going to be patrolling like this. He's not going to be moving unless it's the night. Anyway, we are able to challenge him over here. And let's quickly go ahead and use Psychic. Alright, let's see if Bronzor actually levels up to level 33 in this battle. Either way, we still have to use 2 moves. I really like Hoothoot actually. I used to actually use it whenever I play the second generation games. It feels like it has been quite some time since I've used Hoothoot after that. In the later games, we don't really have it appear, so I didn't really get a chance to actually use it after that. Maybe the next time I play through this game, I might try and use it. Hoothoot is actually quite good. Besides the point, it looks like it doesn't get too many moves. It can actually learn a lot of them. And it's quite good in its attack stat as well. So I feel like it's a bit underrated. If you guys want to use a unique flying type, I would definitely recommend Hoothoot to you guys. And I do have to apologize about the background noise. As usual, it's raining heavily over here, so you might be able to hear the rain in the background. Either way, this trainer has a Meritite, so that's quite nice. I was actually using one until I planned not to use it anymore because of its fighting type. Alright, we have defeated it and we are at level 33 now. One more level to go to evolve my Bronzor and I'm really excited for it. Never mind. Bronzor actually evolves at level 33. Okay, I was not really expecting this. I thought otherwise. But I'm really happy that it did evolve over here. So this is actually quite good. Alright, we have a Bronzong. This is amazing. I think I'll go ahead and start using Bronzong right away. Just because it's really good in its moves and I feel like it can do way more damage than Bronzor. And see, it's following me. This is so cool. Alright. I remember seeing a Bronzong back in Pokemon Shield. It was in Stone Side where the kids were actually trying to stand in middle of its whole body. So that was pretty cool and I'm really happy to see it over here. Alright. I feel like I do have to go ahead and level up my Infernape a bit more, as it will evolve at level 36 and currently it's at level 35. So let me make my way to the only trainer left in route to 12 and we can go ahead and move on from there. Well, here we are and let's quickly battle this trainer as well. Alright, I don't remember any other trainers, so we should be pretty good. Alright, this trainer again, the police officer has another Hoothoot. Alright, I guess I should have actually switched out Infernape for this one. But I think we are still good. We should be able to defeat this Pokemon as it's still at level 20. Alright, that was pretty good. And as you can see, Manfano is really close for evolving as well. Hence, we should be able to see another evolution of our team member. If Manfano actually evolves, I feel like that's the last evolution we have in our whole team. And all of my team members will be fully evolved. From there, I feel like we should just go ahead and focus on increasing the stats, leveling them up and giving them really good moves. Either way, we have defeated the Machoke and never mind. I thought it was gonna level up over here, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and make our way to Selesion town. Now, for some reason, instead of flying from here, I actually ran back and we encountered another Wooper. I decided to actually defeat it, and as you can see, my Manfano is finally at level 36. So finally my Manfano will be evolving, so I guess this is pretty good. We didn't have to wait until we go to Route to 10 to go ahead and do this one, so this is good as well. And finally, our last Pokemon in the team, that is our Manfano, is evolving. It's quite funny that Manfano was my first Pokemon and it's actually evolving the last in my team. But either way, I'm really happy about this. We finally have an Infernape and I think we are pretty good with our team members, as long as I don't be too careless and lose any of my team members. That would be really bad, so further on I think I'll go ahead and be more careful. Now here we are near the Psyducks, and we did go ahead and give the secret medicine that Cynthia actually gave us. And we are going to be having another small cutscene with Cynthia herself. Right, here she comes, and she's actually going to be giving us an old charm of hers, which she wants us to go back and give it to her grandmother, who is in Celestic Town. Now, Celestic Town is kind of like a dead end for us. We don't have any way of moving forward from there, at least according to the storyline. So we do have to actually make our way back to Hearthome City after this. But for today in this episode, I'll go ahead and pick out all the items that we have in this route and go to Celestic Town. Now, you do have to have the TM for defog if you want to go forward. So please go ahead and do not miss that way back in Pastoria City Marsh. If you don't know where to get it, you can just go ahead and watch my last episode where I did pick it up. And I guess that's all we have to do for today. I mean, I'm really excited for the fact that we'll get a few encounters as well. But I highly doubt that we have any new Pokemon in these routes. If there are, I'll go ahead and catch them as well. But for now, I'm actually mainly focusing on defeating all of these trainers. Especially in this route, we do have these ninja boys over here. They are quite cute and they're actually hiding from us. You'll be able to see them from far, but if they're hiding in the grass, it's a bit trickier. But it's quite nice to see them, and we'll be actually seeing this NPC a lot from now on, especially in the snowy areas that's coming forward as well. But I really wonder how uncomfortable it should be just hiding yourself in the ground. I mean, you're after all covering yourself with damp mud and leaves, so that must be quite uncomfortable. But luckily they are going to be having mostly poison type Pokemon, which is going to be helping me a lot since I'm trying to level up my Bronzong. Anyway, here we have defeated the first trainer, who actually had a Scorupi. That is quite rare. You would be only able to find a Scorupi back in the marsh in Pastoria City. And I feel like when I was trying to actually encounter it myself, I had a few issues. For some reason, I wasn't really able to find it for a long time. So I feel like it's one of those rarer Pokemons. But if you do have it, it is a really good Pokemon. It's actually a part poison and bug type. It does evolve into a really good Pokemon as well. So if you haven't really used it, I would definitely recommend it to you guys. Either way, here we have our second trainer, and apparently he has a Geodude. Alright, we can actually defeat this Geodude, no issues. But as you can see, the level of the Pokemon are still quite low considering it is around level 23. I know that the game doesn't really expect us to be at level 37 for now, maybe around level 33 or 34. But still, the Pokemons in this route are quite, I guess, under-leveled for that as well. Either way, it seems like this trainer had 2 Geodudes, so I'm expecting another one over here. Yup, seems like this trainer had 3 Geodudes, so that's quite weird. Considering mostly they have poison-type Pokemons. Anyway, I think Geodudes won't really affect me considering my Bronzor has a Levitate. That is actually really good, especially since my Bronzor is part Steel, which actually is weak to ground type moves. So this is kind of like a resistant to it. I guess I'm less resistant to dark type or bug type moves, so I do have to actually be a bit careful about that. And fire type moves as well. Anyway, I'm actually trying to find if there are any hidden items around here. I do remember having a few of these hidden items that I did pick up the last time, but I don't really remember the area where they were in. So I'll just go ahead and pick up the items that I can find and ignore the rest. I don't think we need any of these items for now. We do have a lot of these items already picked up. Either way, here we have the 3rd trainer in the small route. Let me go ahead and I guess we do have to switch out since Stunky does not really get affected by psychic type moves. Alright, I'll go ahead and go to Inferno, who can actually use Mach Punch or any other fighting type moves. And of course I mistake and say Inferno. I should start saying Infernape after this. Right, it's using Fury Spikes. That is not really that bad. I mean, it didn't really do too much damage. Alright, I guess we can actually try and use a flamethrower. That is also fine. But I did actually go ahead and click on the fighting type move. I guess I accidentally clicked one down and used flamethrower instead. Either way, we defeated this trainer, so we are good. Alright. Let's move on, and I won't really find any items over here I guess, but there is one over here which I did remember. It's actually a Ultra Ball. That is actually really good. Even though I'm not really catching any Pokemon for now, if I do catch a Pokemon in the future, I can actually go ahead and catch it with this Ultra Ball. And here is the Fog. This is what I was mentioning. Fog is just like how you have darkness in a cave where you have to use flash. So if you do have that defog TM picked up, you can actually go ahead and go to your catch and use the defog from here. Alright, there we go. Staraptor is gonna be, moving out all the fog. And we are good. We can actually move on. I guess that's the same thing this NPC over here was mentioning as well. Either way, I did skip a trainer over there, so let me actually go back and battle that trainer as well. It's quite easy to miss them and quite easy for them to miss us as well. Alright, here we have another trainer, just like the trainers in the route before. And of course they are ninja boys, quite weird, but okay. Seems like this trainer actually has 4 Pokemons. That's a bit weird, but okay. Anyway, they have a Zubat which should have evolved by now. I mean, it is at level 23. It does evolve around level 22, so not sure why it's not yet evolved. Either way, let's quickly go ahead and it's still a Scorapi, so I can still use my Bronzor. Alright, I'm actually wondering if Bronzor will learn any other new moves sooner. It does have pretty good moves, but I think we do need another steel type move, so I'm not really sure if it does learn it. If not, we are still good with the current moveset. Anyway, we have defeated the Scorapi as well, and seems like the trainer has another Zubat. Alright, let's go ahead and use extra sensory again. And we have defeated the Zubat as well. Not bad. Let's see what Pokemon this trainer has. Okay, finally we are seeing a Golbat. I think this is the first time we're actually seeing one, unless you have a Golbat of your own. This is actually pretty good. Golbat does give us a lot of EXP, and since we have seen it, we can actually record its data into our Pokédex as well. And of course, we were able to take it down in one hit. Okay. I guess that was just me using Bronzong before on a wrong Pokemon, and its special attack stat is good as well. Either way, we have defeated this trainer over here, so let's move on. Alright, here we have another new trainer, and let's quickly go ahead and battle him as well. Alright, seems like we have a ace trainer. Not bad. I really like ace trainers because they have unique Pokemons and they are really strong as well, so it's not like it's not a challenge or anything like that. Okay, as you can see, this trainer has a Ponyta at level 27, which is much higher than the other Pokemons that we have seen till now. This is really good. This Ponyta will give us a lot of EXP as well, so I'm quite happy to be battling it with my Bronzong. As you can see, my Bronzong is quite powerful right now. It's able to take down the Ponyta in one hit. Not bad. Let's see which Pokemon the trainer has next, and it's a Grottle. This is the first time we're actually seeing a evolution to Turtwig in this game, and that is pretty good. I'm really excited for this one. Right, I did go ahead with Psychic and it almost took it down. I guess a level or two more should be able to take down this Grottle in one hit. But this is pretty cool. I'm quite happy that we got to see a Grottle over here. I really like Grottle because it does evolve into a grass and ground type, and that's actually very unique. I'm pretty sure that if I didn't really use Chimchar as my starter, I would have definitely gone ahead with Turtwig. You might know that I really like Piplup, but to be honest, I really like all the three starters in this game. I mean, they're really good. Especially since all the three do get a dual typing, and knowing that I really like dual type Pokemons, I feel like this game has, the best starters over here. Alright, here are a pair of trainers that we have to battle. They both are ace trainers, and it's quite rare to see double battles, so I'm quite happy to see one over here. Alright, they have some really good Pokemons. As you can see, it's a Gyarados and a Raichu. I think I do need to target one Pokemon at a time just to make sure that I don't make any mistakes. This turn I did decide to go with Gyarados, as waterfalls and Gyarados is my whole thing, so I do want to take it down. Alright, not bad. And thankfully Gyarados did flinch, so that was one good thing. Alright, we almost took down the Gyarados. That is good. This turn I'll go ahead and have one attack Raichu while Stunky attacks Gyarados. Either way, Gyarados is going down over here. That is pretty good. And we can focus on taking down Raichu. Alright. Oh, never mind. It did use a light screen, which means my Psychic isn't really going to do that much damage. But the damage that it did was not bad. I think we would have actually taken down the Raichu if it wasn't for that light screen. Either way, this turn we should be able to easily take it down, since Stunky over here, or my Skuntank actually, is much faster. Oh, never mind. It did actually survive, and at least we didn't get paralyzed by Thunderbolt, so that's at least good. And we have taken down the Raichu. Alright, so that was a really good battle right there. We got a lot of EXP as well, so that was pretty good. Alright, let's move on. I might have to actually heal my Pokemons as well. Okay, we have another ace trainer. So it seems like most of the trainers in this route are actually ace trainers. And it's pretty nice to see them. I mean, they do have some really good Pokemon. Over here, this guy has a Mothim. This is really good. If you're not able to find a male Burmy, then Mothim is the way to go. Quite happy to see one. We can easily record its data into our Pokédex with this one as well. Alright, we were at least able to take down the Mothim in one hit. Okay, let's see which Pokemon he has next. And it's a Luxio. Okay. Alright, I still think that Bronzong in the beginning is pretty good. It has been doing way more damage than before, and I'm actually quite happy that it evolved. Alright, not bad. It took down Luxio as well. Okay, so finally my Bronzong is at level 35. It's slowly catching up. It might need some time, but it will be up to the same level as the other team members pretty soon. Either way, we do have an Onyx coming out, so I did decide to switch into my Infernape. It should be able to use close combat. That should be able to take it down. And I believe this is the first time we're actually using close combat, and that's actually a pretty good move. It does actually move first whenever you use this, and it does make sure that it deals a lot of damage, even though you might have the defense of your Pokemon decreasing, which is totally fine with me. I think that is a really good move in general. Either way, here we have two routes, and I decided to go through this first one, as this route only goes to a dead end, and we do get an item, but it doesn't go to the end of this route. Either way, we have another ninja boy over here with a Dustox. Not bad. Alright, I think this is pretty good to see a Dustox over here. I mean, each of the evolutions for Wurmple is I guess we can say it's kind of like exclusive to the game. So if it is Dustox, I think you'll be able to find it right here in Brilliant Diamond. And I believe if it's Beautifly, you'll be able to find it in the other game, that is the Shining Pearl. I'm not really sure, but it's actually version exclusive, so it's nice to see the Dustox over here. Alright, we have defeated him as well, so let's move on. We do have to cross through the second bridge over here. And let's quickly go ahead and use Rock Smash. We should be able to pick up that one item over there. Alright, let's see what it is. And it's a Tm4 Shadow Ball. Now that is really good. I think I'll go ahead and teach this move to one of my team members. I know that both Skuntank and my Bronzong should be able to learn this, so I might actually go ahead and teach it that. Either way, we have gone through the second route, and we have a black belt trainer right here. Okay. So he has a Machoke, which is actually available in this route we are currently in. If you have not got a Machoke and if you want to use a Machoke, you can actually catch it directly in this route. Either way, I think we don't really have any special Pokemon encounters in this route, so I might have to wait until I am able to actually surf, and we can actually find our encounter through that route. Anyway, it has been pretty easy since we did have Bronzong in the front, and we were able to easily take down the Machoke. Alright, let's go down, and I do see another item and I want to pick it up. Of course, we have another trainer over here who's actually a ninja boy, and that is actually a really good position. I guess they could have kept him more below the bridge, where it would have definitely surprised us instead of just right next to the bridge. But either way, this is a really good position. Alright, he has a Croagunk. That's also nice. I'll be able to again take it down with the extra sensory. And yep, that is done. Let's see if he has any other Pokemons. And it seems like Luxray is actually at level 39. That is the highest level my Pokemon is currently. And it seems like the user has a second Pokemon, which is a Golbat. This is pretty good. I mean, I have been able to get a lot of EXP because of these few trainers that we are battling. One thing that is really good is the level of the Pokemons are quite high over here. They are around level 27 to 25, so that is actually pretty good. I expected them to be around level 30, and having Pokemons around level 27 is also fine. Either way, we have defeated this trainer, so let's quickly go ahead and pick up that item ball. Okay, that's actually a smoke ball. I should probably give this to this ninja boy that is over there. I mean, it's no use for me considering I don't want to really use this item. I feel like, Pokédolls and smoke balls are really not useful for us over here. Either way, we have one more trainer, and I believe we have another trainer just before the end of this route. So we are almost at the end or near the Celestic town. Alright, this is a bird keeper with a Hoothoot. That is not bad. I mean, expecting a Hoothoot over here because it is a flying type. I wonder if she has its evolution Noctowl as well. If she does, that is really good for us. We can actually add its data into our Pokédex as well. Let's see. She does have a Noctowl, so that is pretty good. I really like Noctowl, especially its shiny form. It looks amazing. And Noctowl is a really good flying type Pokemon as well. I don't think it is too bad, unlike some other flying types, like Fearow and all. Either way, I really like Noctowl, and I'm glad to actually see one over here. Alright, it's actually gonna use Sky Attack, but Sky Attack is actually a 2-turn move, so we are good. We will be able to take down over here. And we have defeated the Noctowl. Alright. So that was pretty good seeing a Noctowl over here. I'm quite happy about it. Let's quickly go ahead and cross the bridge. We have one more trainer left in this route, and I'm really excited to go to Celestic Town. Alright, here we have the last trainer for this route, and it seems like he has 3 Pokemons. Let's see which one they are. And of course, he starts with a Buizel. It's always nice to see it. Personally, I have never used a Buizel in my team. I'm planning to use it once, but I keep forgetting that, I shouldn't be using Piplup in this case. Either way, we have our Skuntank up in front. I know that I could have used Bronzong, but the PP in its moves are actually pretty down, so I did want to actually switch out. Okay, he has a Girafarig, which is one of those Pokemons we can find in Route 214. Thankfully, we didn't find it, and we found our Stunky over here. So this is actually quite nice to see it over here to add its data into our Pokédex. Let's see what his final Pokemon is, and it's a Machoke. Okay, I did decide to use my Skuntank still, even though my Skuntank is kind of weak against the fighting type Pokemons. Let's go ahead and use Flamethrower, which was really unnecessary for Skuntank. I mean, it's already a poison type Pokemon, so fire type move doesn't really do too much to it. If I do learn another, dark type move in the future, I'll go ahead and teach it to my Skuntank. Thankfully, we didn't really get too much damage, and we were able to defeat the Machoke. Alright. And it seems like Bronzong is at level 36 as well. It's slowly catching up, and I think there are around 3 level difference between my other team members. But we are good. Alright, let me actually quickly pick up all of these berries, and we can go to Celestic Town. Now, Celestic Town is quite small, and I keep forgetting about this town in this game. This might be because we don't really have too many major items that are happening over here. And I believe we only come here 2 or 3 times in the whole game, which is far less from the other areas that we visit. There are cities like Jubilee City, Hearthome City, even Pastoria City, which I usually remember, but when it comes to Celestic Town, I keep forgetting its name. Thankfully, at least I remembered it this time, so I think we're good. Mainly in Celestic Town, we'll find a few of the items, as well as we have a app for our Pokcatch as well. I think it's right here. We just need to talk to this guy, and he's gonna give us the analog watch app, which I don't find it that useful. We already have a clock in our Poketch, so really not sure about it. But we do have this route to 11. I believe we have already got our encounter for this route. But in this side of the route, we have a few trainers that we can actually battle. So I think I'll go ahead and battle all of these trainers before we go ahead and enter the Celestic Town to continue the storyline. Alright, we have around I think 2 trainers over here, and this is the first one. Okay, I did go ahead and thankfully heal up my team members. So I could have, switched in my Bronzor or my Bronzong in this case since it's evolved. Either way, I was able to defeat this Coronet since it's a part bug type. So let's see which Pokemon this trainer has next. And it's a Golbat, so let me actually switch in my Bronzong. And you can actually use Psychic, which should be able to take it down in one hit. Again, I feel like, Golbat is a really good Pokemon. I'm pretty sure if it does fully evolve into a Crobat, it is an amazing Pokemon, considering its speed as well as its stats. Either way, we are going to be taking down this Golbat right here. Alright, these are the 2 Pokemon this trainer actually had. So we can actually move on. I believe we get a TM over here as well, but I'm not really sure which NPC it is. So for now, we'll actually go ahead and go around this area. Okay, I did not expect that this NPC was actually a trainer. So, okay, never mind. We do have to battle him as well. And of course, he has only a Bronzor, which is fine. But I did switch in my Chimchar or my Infernape in this case. So we should be able to easily take down this Bronzor. Right. I'm actually really glad for buying that flamethrower TM back in Wailstone City. This is actually helping me a lot. Now, if I didn't really have flamethrower, I believe we don't really learn any other fire type move other than Flame Wheel, which means I would have still been stuck with Flame Wheel. Not saying that Flame Wheel is not, bad or anything, but it's not as powerful as flamethrower, so I feel like that was a good thing. Anyway, we have defeated this trainer as well. Alright. I guess we can't go through from here since we don't really have strength currently. As you can see, my strength TM, even though I have the TM, I'm not able to currently use it because I don't really have the badge from the 5th gym. Either way, we had to make our way all around, but we were able to come and talk to this NPC. So this is the NPC who will be giving us the TM. Not really that important. I mean, you can definitely go ahead and I guess skip it as well. But this is actually the TM, I believe, for Psych Up, which is a move I apparently don't remember what it does. So yeah, whatever, I guess. You don't really have to pick it up either way. Alright, one more trainer left who has a Noctowl. Quite cool. I'm glad she has a Noctowl at this point. And I may or may not have to switch out my Infernape. It's a part fighting type, so not a good thing. I did decide to try and use a move, and thankfully Noctowl is burned. That was a really good luck over there. And it seems like it used Reflect. Not really sure why it used that. I mean, it could have actually used any of the flying type moves, but either way, it made me, it made it very easy for me to go ahead and defeat it. Alright, most of my team members are, at least all of them are ever level 35, so that is good. And finally, Gastrodon is actually learning a ground type move, so this is really good. I'll actually go ahead and switch out the Ancient Power. I do not need that move. I already have Luxio who can actually take care of most of the things. Either way, we have defeated the last trainer. So we can actually make our way to Celestic Town. And let's actually find out where Cynthia's grandmother is. But before that, we do have a few buildings over here. I did want to go ahead and talk to this NPC over here who gives you a wise glass. Now he gives you different items for different time of the day. I believe if you come in the afternoon, he gives you the black glasses, and I'm not really sure what he gives in the morning, but it's something, it's a similar item I believe. Either way, we have picked up all the items in Celestic Town, and I guess I can actually go ahead and heal my team members. We do have a few battles coming up. I think only one battle over here with the Team Galactic member. But we also have some cutscenes. But after that, we'll have our 5th gym badge. So it's gonna be really exciting. Alright, now that we have actually healed our team members, we can actually go ahead and talk to Cynthia's grandmother, who is standing right here. So that is quite a weird spot to actually stand. But she won't really interact with us unless we go ahead and defeat this Team Galactic member over here. So let's go ahead and defeat this trainer. Alright, let's see how many Pokemons this trainer has. And it seems like he only has 2 of them. Alright, the first one is actually a Beautifly. And I believe I still have my Skuntank up in front. I think it's pretty good since Skuntank does have Flamethrower. This should be able to easily take it down. And we have taken it down in one hit. That is pretty good. Let's see which other Pokemon that this trainer has, and we can go from there. Alright, he has a Krogunk, so I will go ahead and switch out to my Bronzor. Finally, my Bronzor should be able to take down this Krogunk in one hit. I'm actually surprised that it's still a Krogunk. I was hoping for a Toxicroak at this point, but I guess not. Either way, we are easily able to take down this Krogunk with one hit. Now, I did see the difference between Psychic and Extrasensory. It feels like Psychic is a bit more powerful than Extrasensory is, which I think I'm able to see the difference now that it's a Bronzong. I had much difficulty when it was a Bronzor, but for some reason Psychic is much better on a Bronzong. So we are good with that. And now that we have defeated the Galactic Grunt, Cynthia's grandmother is gonna be talking to us, which is really good. We do have a chance of entering this very small cave, and we have another cutscene for it as well. Well, I guess we can actually enter the cave and complete this cutscene that is coming up. Other than that, I don't think we have anything much more to do. I feel like we have been recording for a lot, and it has been at least an hour right now. So I think we can actually end out this episode in Celestic Town. Either way, here we have Cynthia's grandmother just telling us about the history and how the 3 Pokemons actually helped create the red chain. I think that is what we are trying to stop as well. She also gives us the Tm4 Surf, which is pretty good. Now, we won't be able to use it right away. We do have to get the 5th gym badge. But I think it's pretty cool that we have that move. I mean, I can definitely go ahead and teach it to my Gastrodon instead of it having muddy water. Either way, we have another small cutscene as soon as we exit this cave. And this time we have Cyrus from Team Galactic Commander. So he is gonna be just introducing himself. Nothing else, we don't really have to battle him, but this is just a small cutscene introducing himself to us. Well, now that we have reached Celestic Town, I think this is a good place for me to end out this episode. In the next episode, we'll go ahead and go to Hearthome City, and we will be finally getting our 5th gym badge. I'm actually very excited for that gym battle. It's actually gonna be a ghost type gym, so we are gonna be having so much fun over there. Either way, thank you all for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.